week. We are so back. I mean, I'll wait for more people to get here before I start doing my bit that I have planned. Oh yeah, one of the craziest things I've done. But yeah, I've been gone for a couple days. I mean, I hear nothing big happened in wrestling. Like Cody's still gone, Joe Hendry's still the TNA World Champion. Like, um, like Joe Hendry's still TNA World Champion. Cody Rhodes is still MIA. The Wyatt Six haven't come back yet. I've heard that they might not even come back. I've heard that a lot of people are starting to have doubts that they're even gonna show back up in WWE at this point. That Triple H may have just given up on them. Like nothing's happened since I left, right? What? Oh shit! I picked the worst possible weekend to go away. Kidding. Hey everyone, I kept up with what was going on while I was gone. I know what all happened. I always like making those kind of jokes when I go away for a week. But yeah, good to see everybody. Good to be here. Good to be back. I missed you all. I did miss you all dearly. Um, is it more manly to lick an ice cream or to bite it? More manly to bite a when it's in a Ben and Jerry's cup. I'm more of a spoon guy, but when it's on a cone, I'll lick it. Yes, and Bronson Reed returns. Yeah, I know. But yeah, big episode of LS11 Raw today as well. See if I can get my damn computer working here. It is just my web browsers was struggling here. Like it is not loading any kind of new pages, but everything else is working just fine. I don't I don't want to know what that flavor entails. So we're doing predictive Bronson. Oh yeah, yeah, my episode of Raw almost 2 fucking hours long. Like Pierre knew about that beforehand. And of course the whole Rhea Cora situation with the tag titles. Obviously that'll be fixed by the X episode. What? On my hair? Go ahead, Ben. Nothing happened to it. Still them. I've had this headband. I used to wear this is what I used to wear all the time. Same one I used to wear all the time. I just started wearing it again. Yeah, it's just a headband. But yeah, I was at a convention this weekend. I was at Animazement in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was a fun time. Okay. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna relaunch Google Chrome. Okay, I'm flying blind here for a second. I can't see chat at all. Oh, I like the Raw stage tonight. Bronson and Braun looking smooth in those suits. Okay, I'm having to relaunch Chrome. I'm seeing if maybe that'll fix the issues I've been having with it. Surrounded by so much talent. And the wisest of wise men. But yeah, had a fun time at Animazement. I went with Alex, I went with Hemlock, and oh, I am just. Oh, am I back? I'm back. All right. But yeah, I had a lot of fun at Animazement. It was a convention. It was an anime convention in Raleigh, North Carolina. A lot of fun. Went with Alex. I went with Hemlock, and two of Hemlock's best friends. Good people all around. Had a lot of fun. My first ever convention as an adult. The last convention I went to, I was 14 years old, and it was a one-day thing where we went in the morning, we were gone in the afternoon. Okay, I'm still flying blind. I'm gonna have to pull up the chat on my phone. I don't know what's going on with my computer today. I don't know if it's that I've got something installing and maybe that's messing with it or what, but. Let's see what I can do here. Such a short period of time. Paul Heyman's only done that. Seth freaking Rollins has been there, done that. If Braun and Brunson. Did I try some Carolina barbecue? No. North Carolina. Why did I send to see you? I didn't know you lived in North Carolina, JT. Quite simply. But no, I didn't try any Carolina barbecue. I was on a con diet, so my diet for the last 4 days before today, where we finally had real food, was pepperonis, sea salt caramel chocolate, dumplings, Oreos, those cheap cookies that you had at birthday parties if your parents were divorced, um, peanut butter crackers, and I don't even know what else. Just mainly like and macaroni and Mario macaroni and cheese. Okay, so JT asked, are we allowed to donate 666? If you do it through Streamlabs, yes, you are more than allowed. Because if you do it through Streamlabs, I can put it in my bank account tomorrow, and it'll be one step closer to my rent, my car insurance, and my car payment all being paid, which I am nowhere near able to be being able to pay any of those right now. So any and all donations of any amount are greatly fucking appreciated through Streamlabs tonight. All right. I am. I'm back in. Back in on my computer. I just had to restart Chrome. There we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna work on the website tonight too. I got a lot of updates to do. Like it still says, for example, Chelsea Green is still listed as the speed champion on the website. So. But I did run into someone today in amazement. I think you'll all be interested to see. People who watch ARW are gonna have some flashbacks here in a second. So you'll all be happy to know. Let me get this picture loaded in here. Yesterday, on the final morning of Animazement, Alex and I were walking around, and we ran into an old enemy of mine. It's good to see he's still around. We are still beefing, as you can see by this photo. We did run into the one-winged angel himself. We did run into Sephiroth. And it was good to catch up with my old enemy, as you can see. He's looking good. Looks better than ever, actually. So, there you go. And also, another thing happened in Animazement. Waluigi fucking died. Waluigi's fucking dead. He died. That's Comic-Con Decide the Champions. Let me see if I can find a good picture of my Waluigi fit. But yeah, I went dressed as Waluigi from Mario Golf Super Rush. Here we go. I ran into a Wario cosplayer as well, so there you go. That was when I ran into a Wario and Waluigi reunited. It's a fun time. What's my deal with Waluigi? I got no beef with Waluigi. I love Waluigi. I'll show you guys in a minute here some of the stuff I picked up while I was there as well. We also got this incredible picture of me and Alex that really just sums up our relationship. There you go. There you go, JT. There's a little Alexander. There's a little Alexander fan service here for you. And a little bit more of a wholesome picture of my wife and I as well for you. Company's good for business. Right for business. But yeah, can we just appreciate the Waluigi Family Guy death pose, please? I know, right? This is the vision. This is my vision. This is the way forward. Let's see, do I have any other fun pictures to share? So, for those that don't know, I really like Genshin Impact. And my favorite character in it is Beto. And I would just like to show you all this Beto cosplayer who asked when we took the photo together if he could flex. And yes, I say he. Beto is a female character. This man does an incredible female character cosplay. Bro asked if he could flex. I said, yeah, go for it. And this was my genuine reaction. Bro is jacked. All respect to him. Killed it. Let's see. Any other good pictures? Oh, I got a good one of Alex and I as well that I really like that our friend took. If I can find it here. So for those that don't know, my wife is actually kind of jacked. Like, my wife is actually kind of jacked. So there's a picture of my wife flexing her back. And for those that don't know, that was taken mid me doing a bit. I was doing the Randy Felt face. I was doing the Randy Felt face bit. The she's got that Twitch streaming cosplaying bubble tea D&D on ketamine shit going on. Same, JT. Same. I broke JT. Alright, my last website edit was 2 weeks ago. I have not updated the website in 2 weeks. I took last week off. Yeah, what's up, JT? Still my number one. Yeah? Okay. You're not wrong. Also, I know I made the she's got that Twitch streaming cosplaying bubble tea D&D on ketamine shit going on. Alex doesn't fuck with ketamine. She does play D&D. She does drink bubble tea. She is a cosplayer. Between you all and me, Alex might be about to be Alex might be getting into content creation here on YouTube pretty soon. I'm saying it low because I don't know if she wants me to tell people that. But she may have recorded some Let's Play content that she is editing. Tonight, Seth Rollins claiming that this group is here to secure the future of our entire... Seth Rollins or anything because of the drip clowns. Yo, they ain't clowns. She still loves us to stream. She does! She sure does. Hemlock, oh, that's a cute outfit reveal. Hold on. Let me send them a DM. Phil Beverett is always going to die tonight. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Oh, yeah, Alex has said we'll do the takeover stream in June. Alex has been doing some job searching, so her weeks have been busy lately. But yeah, we'll have her take over in June. Okay, so last time I updated the website, was it really Countdown to the Chamber? No, I did All-Star Tag, and I did the end of LAW. Full Gear, I think, is the last time I should have updated the website. Yeah, because I updated it in that time. I just didn't publish it in that time, is what it was. Let me double check. Okada's going to be the easiest way to tell. Yeah, okay. It's saved what I've done since. So I think last week would be where I need to start from. So I need to make Raquel listed as the speed champion. Penta and Money Bank will be cool. I am down for that. I'm down for anyone in this triple threat. Penta, Gable, and Dragon. I'm here for. I'm good with all of those. Hold on, Hemlock is responding. I offered just to show you. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I'm happy with anyone that wins this, but I think Gable is probably the most likely option. Penta winning the briefcase would be rad. I think Lucha Bros back together is happening sooner rather than later.
together under triple threat rules. WWE is coming to LA on Saturday 7th. That's a week from Saturday. But Worlds Collide and Key Forum and Money in the Bank and Intuit. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
All right, so let me double check here. Elimination Chamber was May 18th.
Chad Gable wins this upcoming matchup. That means he can be wrestling twice on Money in the Bank weekend. But because we know at Worlds Collide, which gets underway on the WWE.
I did see the announcement that we're getting we're getting Chad Gable versus Vikingo, who is at Raw right now. Hell yeah. We're getting that at Worlds Collide, which is exciting.
Right now, if you have not seen him in action, you've got to watch Worlds Collide. He is absolutely spectacular. The world is going to be vitally impressed by Vikingo.
As my computer hits a massive slowdown while I scroll through the photos.
Having massive issues with trying to take down Luchador. Now he's got to take on Tool.
Oh.
In this triple threat match where the first man.
Oh yeah, we're good. Are we? Are we good? I can't tell. My computer is having some struggle. Thoughts on song mashups? There's a lot I like. There are good ones. There are bad ones, but there are good ones.
To try to take out Gable early on. Almost turned on each other there early. Up dragging lead. Himself, shoulders down, kick out. That's it. Money in the Bank would be.
Let's see.
Matches 2-0 versus Chad Gable in singles action. Last week, Penta and AJ Styles had their tag team matchup disrupted with the Grande Americano getting involved yet again. Mentioned earlier, that can't happen tonight because Gable's in this match. We do not know if that's true or not. I seems to believe Chad Gable and Grande Americano are the same people. Dragon Lee's one of one. Oh, right to the face of Penta. Chad Gable with some big rights.
Thoughts on the Johnny Organo song mashup? Which one? I'll be a little more specific than that, dog. Then there's Ricky. Let's start World's Classic Fantastic. Oh yeah.
Who knows? We're gonna take those there instead. Chad Gable. Oh, great throw. Yeah, Gable is absolutely incredible. It's funny. He should just wrestle as Grande Americano. What they may be undefeated. Gable just can't beat the loser. Nice suplex by Gable. Those that are watching this are continuing to be impressed by your ability to not comprehend.
Oh my god, my whole computer is just having a stroke tonight. And I think, no, it's not even the Genshin's downloading. Genshin finished downloading. Or re-downloading. I played it for a while, a couple years ago, and then I uninstalled it, but I've got it reinstalled now. I've never heard that mashup, quite honestly. Come on. Try refreshing the page. WWE sold Seth's chain he'd be wearing. I'd be tempted to buy one. Really? I haven't bought WWE merchandise in years, man. I cannot tell you the last new WWE thing. Actually, I can. It was 2021. I bought the new Cena shirt at the time. I bought the green Cena shirt that you guys have seen me wear before. That's the last time I bought something WWE merch-wise. Yeah, Mike Santana on NXT tomorrow. That is exciting. I saw that. I was watching the beginning of, I watched the beginning of, what do you call it, yesterday. Battleground. Yeah, what's up, JT?
How Chad Gable is even functioning right now. You're talking about broken nose. I thought maybe on a broken neck. Yeah, I mean, face head.
I heard the Chrome Heart. It's our own matchup. I have not.
Gable just collapsed in the middle, burning his head down. Gable might be a machine. take another look. This is striking action. Oh, great down. Shoulder gets up. I can feel it. It's fine. Can feel it. Money in the bank up to me on the line. Jack Gable's never going to pull. That took Money back. Oh, Dragon. Lace fight. Jack Gable. Great move by Gable. He got the high flying ability of Penta. That's good strategy. He's tying in. This is legal. There's no disqualifications under triple threat rules. And now Penta is helpless. Here comes Dragon Lee. Oh, and Dragon screwed to Lee. And now Lee into the corner. And now you can tell that this was Jack Gable's playing all along. Yeah, tremendous strategy by Gable. So maybe there is something to him learning the luchador art. Something about the match. So on the Americano, where's underneath puts a piece of metal in it. That is not. That is shooting people. And it's not running. And people are tied to the ball. Probably factor into it. Jack Gable having his way. But every time people scout, obviously the non-slam are right quick.
Missing out. Man, you realize how busy I am.
That has become a fan favorite. I'd say since jump.
Check DMs. Alright. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm getting everything together here while my computer has its stroke on me.
I just keep thinking of Penta and that Money in the Bank ladder. Yeah, the way you win is you have to climb a ladder and grab the briefcase inside a contract. Cash in at any point to win.
I gotta take this ice cream carton back downstairs and put it back in the freezer. I was gonna say I'll do a next commercial break, but it's literally on commercial break right now. I just have the international feed somehow. You know, I've been debating it. I might keep the championship portraits. Like, I might keep these real-life renders, and then just the actual roster portraits normal. I don't know. What do we think? Like, make these the actual people, and then holding the belts, and then the rest of the website being this way? Or would that be too confusing for people? I think it'd be kind of neat, personally. If, you know, just that, because I know a lot of people do like the real life renders, and that'd be one way to kind of keep them around still. Okay, JT says yes. That's kind of what I was thinking too. Whatever's easier. I think they're both the same level of easy. Jesus. Oh, and now Gable's attacking Vikingo. Speaking of, a mod for Vikingo just dropped yesterday. It looks so wrong without the renders, like without the belts.
$30 worth of beer. Jack Gable attacking Vikingo. Fucking Lee just did one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. And now we got to stare down. Yeah, that's just kept it on top of the zone. Another chop.
You need to see him with the belts. Yeah, I think that's the way to go as well. I don't mind making the occasional championship render that way. Alright, I'll be right back.
over our commentary desk, right in the Mystic Rick's lap. Dragon Lee. We're going to put this one away. Pente was fine with it. Pente, Dragon Lee. Got Gable now from behind. And Gable, the power of this man, with a German suplex. Incredible. Thank you, says Tampa. What an incredible display of strength. And now Gable, head up, top rope, moves off the Penta. Gable looking to advance to Los Angeles, and a kick out by Penta. Rango only had two. He's trying to explain to Chad. We thought it was over two. And Dragon Lee, oh my goodness! And Gable now, up to the top rope, and then Kingo gets involved. Kingo with a kick again, notice qualification under triple threat rules. And boom, right to the nose of Chad Gable. Official Eddie Rango can do nothing about it. Chad Gable had that coming to him, Pat. Now right to the chest of Gable. Penta. Chad Gable, you see his was busted open. Again from the big boost from Vichingo. Oh, he's going to get more of that a week from Saturday when he meets that man, Vichingo. And worlds collide on WWE's YouTube channel, followed by Money in the Bank, in which Penta has now qualified. And he joins Solo Sikoa, LA Knight in this matchup. 3 more men to qualify for Money in the Bank and an opportunity to change their careers forever. Congratulations, Penta. What a win. Come on, man.
You're back.
Oh, Liv's back.
Dominic, what's been going on?
So you know the time zone thing. It's
You know what? Don't explain. It's actually okay because Raquel's been keeping me up to date with everything that's been going on with Clubhouse while I've been gone. And some things I found to be very interesting. And I'll address that all, but not before I go to Adam Pearce to get myself a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Sister?
Finn in the background is loving this shit.
Chismosa. Isn't it great to have Liv back?
Oh, it sure is.
It's amazing.
You gotta stop trying to get back to go.
Yo!
You can't be eating those nuggies is what Carlino said to Dolph. Well, there's
Carlito! Yo! Oh, Carlito! Yo! Okay. Hemlock is ready to pay up on the cute outfit. They've sent me a picture from the con of themselves, Alex, and 2 of our other friends when they did a Honkai Star Rail group cosplay. So JT, hope you're here. There is Hemlock's cute outfit pay up. They did look incredible. There's the whole squad. I was behind the camera. I was taking the picture. So there's your pay up on that one.
They say all gave some gave all. Those who sacrificed for us and for our better good of this country, we all say thank you. sacrifice. Harder to do. But someday, on the beaches of Normandy, in the jungles of Vietnam,
Alright, let's see. So the only person whose renders I have to update, the only people whose renders I have to update to be real life now are the Ring of Honor people and a couple others. Okay, so.
for all of us. Today, we remember the Celtics. Those who stood in
Okay, so let me do this.
So today, we pause, we reflect, we remember, and we say, thank you.
Oh, Alpha Academy coming out now. It's the power of Tozawa.
Taken out of action a number of weeks ago by Rusev. It was a brutal attack. Rusev saying he's trying to teach people to be more like him, to change their careers and their trajectory.
I have to go out early tomorrow and start delivery driving because I am super behind on all my bills this month from being gone for almost a week. But
Get your ass beat doing so.
I am now officially a licensed insurance agent, so I'll be starting my new job next week, which is, or at least I think next week. Depends on how long the training is going to take to actually get fully onboarded, but it's almost time. I'm almost free of delivery driving. I fucking hate it. For those that don't know the whole delivery driving saga, I fucking hate delivery driving. It's just, it literally is all I'm able to do right now because I can't substitute teach right now. Schools are out of session, and I got let go from the district I was in. And then, which we've all already heard that story. I really like Rusev's new theme.
You know, the scary thing about a man like Rusev, Pat, is he firmly believes in everything he says. He says that he changed his style, he changed his ways. It cost him a career here in WWE to the point where he had to leave. He had to basically come back a different man, and he must try to beat that. And everything he's learned into his opponent, so they can change their career here in WWE. He thinks he's doing good. It has been quite the Memorial weekend here in Tampa. Of course, Saturday night's main event. Yesterday, the big NXT spectacle, and tonight's Monday Night Raw at the Yingling Center. Tampa, of course, that was strange. The hosting Monday Night Raw. This is the first time they'll on Netflix. This is the 32nd time Raw has been in Tampa. A lot of that.
Once I get website updates done, I'll show you guys my haul from the con, because I got a lot of stuff.
It is hot out. It is hot. And I'm fighting for my suit yet again tonight. But it's beautiful. But it is hot. And Rusev is here trying to make a point to Tozawa. And Bree seems to be a little bit worried about her fracture. Oh, he rips his shirt. And Cesaro fired up, goes right after Rusev here, and now here comes Cesaro.
Yeah, I gotta be real with you guys. It's weird. I'm kind of in a position where I'm like, I think we should do game renders for the thumbnails for sure. But part of me almost wonders if we should keep doing real life renders for graphics. I don't know. I've been thinking on it a lot lately. Because, like, yeah, it'd be a lot to backpedal and go in and change all the ones that I've already done. But, like, at the same time, almost like, it make more sense. You know? And that's game. Cesaro was out. Like, would it make more sense to leave the website kind of alone? I don't know.
Somebody's got to do something. The official can't separate them. Vaccine flying out here on the apron.
Oh, here we go.
Coming out to say,
Give me what I want.
this is her. The
Tracksuit Sheamus is here. Was not ready for tracksuit Sheamus.
Series. This could get good. This could get ugly.
Oh my god, it's Two Bears, One Cave!
But you know, we had Cody.
Hold up.
Real eye opener. And then my buddy Bird had a blast at the show we went to. We told me I have to come
Oh, I gotta send it to my dad.
About your special, so I figured give you the chance to plug it out.
Yeah, it's called Lucky. It's on Netflix. Watch it. Talk about bad thoughts. I'll be right back.
Attention's kind of that one. So you also have a show on Netflix, Bad Thoughts. Tell me about that.
I have a new series. It's on Netflix. It's a comedy. It's a wild show. We have basically a sketch show meets Face to Death. It's outrageous. It's crazy. It's
Oh god, Bert, what have you done?
Tom and Bart getting after it. Your buddy. Love that. Put a Super Bowl into it. Two Bears, one wrestling show.
Thank you for the reference, Pat. Much appreciated. Pat saying Two Bears, One Wrestling Show. Hell yeah. Built on Boondocks. That was a animated series, right? I never watched it, but you know.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. New Day has no respect for anyone. Waka. Yeah, I love that guy. Tom and Bert in the paint. Jeez. How you doing? Oh, God, it didn't get over here. Patty Maroon, 3 times.
Review series on it. Brother, you know how little time I have in my life right now? Alright, the people have spoken. We are going back to... So what we're gonna do, and I fucking can't believe I'm doing this after all the fucking work I put in on these in-game renders. Like, after all the fucking work that went into the game renders, it's gonna be just game renders for thumbnails. I can't really fucking believe it either, but the more I've thought on it, and the more I've listened to people, I'm like, alright, I think just thumbnails being game renders helps keep the series looking more straightforward in that regard, but...
SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. JETF. Yes. In East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 3rd. They're on sale now via...
Oh, man.
To be clear, the Jets will not be there either of those nights. Champions will be there. Oh, even some dogs are out there running them out. I should have went out there. I should have done something about it. I should have been out there myself. I would.
Oh, Sammy and Jay.
You gotta be smart. You gotta pick and choose on battles. They want the power. This is how we stop it. Go out there and you win that money in the bank qualifier matches. Snatch that briefcase. And if anything get messy out there, they want to try something, then I got your back. You know this. All right.
The Sammy heel turn, I can feel it. I can feel it, and every day I get a little more sad knowing it is inevitable.
Later on tonight. Meanwhile, World Tag Team titles on the line. The New Day against American Made and the War Raiders here tonight. Now, the rules are this. 2 men will be in the match. You can tag anyone into the matchup whenever you want. First team to gain pinfall or submission win.
Oh, there's Bert again.
Special. He's also one half of the Two Bears 1K podcast. Well, Tom Segura, who also has his Bad Rock streaming now on Netflix. Two Bears Chuck. Done by the boys. In between them was Waka Flocka. My guy. Oh, look at this. Matchup underway. Waka Flocka. Well, not yet. Tampa Bay. Well, the official has not started the match yet because 2 men have to start this matchup. But to your point, you and I were jamming to his tunes earlier on tonight. The bus. I love that in the paint thing. Yeah, it's both hard and bad.
Oh, okay. So I had to tell you guys this. And I already know I'm going to have to explain this to some people. I already know I am. But JT and I think Pierre will at least probably know what I'm talking about. So I was at this convention, as I said. I was at Animazement. And I about had a crash out. Because during one of the events... Okay. During one of the events... I don't know how many of you know who Hatsune Miku is. Okay. She is a Vocaloid artist. A Vocaloid means she's a computer. AI, but not, I guess? I don't know how to best explain it. Miku's a Vocaloid. Miku is like a robot that sings. Right? And
Understand, we talked a bit about this earlier, New Day saying how they're
so they had Miku music playing at the convention, because of course they did. But fucking during one of the events, okay, I'll pull up a picture of Hatsune Miku real quick for people who don't know. Okay, so this is what Hatsune Miku is, right? She's a Vocaloid. And give me a second, and I'll pull up what Miku sounds like. In fact, I'll pull up what I heard. So we have to explain to Ray why Hatsune Miku is about to be in our suggestions, but you know, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
You know, you may not like the tactics, Pat, but New Day in a lot here with the street.
Let's see. What's a good song I could use here for reference? Okay, for example, here, like for example, like you can have people put songs into Miku, and then Miku will perform them. So, for example, here's Miku doing Lava Chicken from Minecraft.
Miku's lava chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. Mamacita, now you're eating that now. Crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Super spicy, it's a lava attack.
Right. So the Vocaloid does the singing, right? I just need you all to hear. I was at an amazement, and I about crashed the fuck out. Because I'm sitting at this event in the crowd with Alex and Hemlock and our other friends. And this shit starts playing. Hold on. So I'm sitting in the crowd at an amazement, and this shit starts playing. Fucking Fiend starts playing through Miku, and I was about ready to crash the fuck out. Because I was like, you've got to be shitting me. I can't escape this shitty-ass Travis Scott song no matter where I go. WrestleMania was almost 2 months ago, and I'm still hearing that shitty-ass song. Like, how the fuck was my luck that bad? It's almost funny how bad that worked out for me. I would be laughing. Like, I'm laughing at this point about it, but in the moment, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck does that happen?
However, only 2 men can be in the ring legally at once. You can tag anybody else you want into this matchup. First team to gain pinfall or submission will become the World Tag Team Champions. And we've seen in it continued fact that America made his first alliance with the New Day. And the New Day are current tag team champions. The alliance with American made. Oh, Xavier Woods right to the back.
I was just like, I hate it here. I heard Fiend start playing. I was just like, I hate it here.
His stuff for good reason. Boom. Surgically repaired. We go ahead and put 2 boots on it as it continues for punches. Ivar trying to bring Tampa to the War Raider side. Eric has been getting his ass beat. Oh, and Eric up with a big right hand. Desperate to move that time. Can Eric now make a tag to Ivar? Right. War Raiders who are on a winning record over the Reeds. At the New Day, plenty of time for the former champs.
That was wild. No, because it was just an intermission thing. It played for all of like 30 seconds between events. So no, I did not almost walk out.
Back on top of Brutus. Ivar stacking him. And
I'm not that overdramatic. I did throw I threw up my hands and went, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and that was about it. I was like, "Fuck's sake, I can't escape this song." That was it.
over the top goes Woods. Ivar outflanking everybody. Outnumbering everybody. Then over the top as well. Kobe catched it, locked in everyone. Well played. What's he thinking about? Man weighs 330 pounds. Up the top rope, Kobe meets him there with a kick, dropping Ivar to the pool. Meanwhile, Eric, right hand. Now Brutus.
So yeah, now tonight for me is being spent going through and updating the website again. Because I couldn't make up my fucking mind. Okay, fortunately, I didn't get very far through the T. I got through the T's, and that was about it going backwards, so... I assume New Day's retaining here. I don't see them losing the belts immediately. The only way I could see them losing the belts here would be if Grande Americano got involved and helps the Creeds, but I don't see that happening.
All 6 men are down in this matchup. Right here, potential register. Crashes from the sky. Again, first team. Gain pinfall or submission becomes the World Tag Team Champion. Don't have to pick the champ to win the title. Team trying to regathering, resetting. Be looking for trouble in paradise as Eric comes out of harm's way, catches him with the right hand. And now the Creed brothers blast through Eric. Ivar blast through the Creed brothers. He didn't get all of it though, but he did that time. Now spin kick. Wipes out Woods.
I was shocked with Miz winning. Yeah, that was the point. That was supposed to shock you, and it was supposed to piss you off. Like, in the nicest way possible of saying it, anyone that's upset that Mizukano took away the potential that you're getting the Hardys versus the Lucha Bros at WrestleMania, that's the point. You're supposed to be furious that that happened. That is 100% the point. And it will make sense. Like, where it's going is going to make perfect sense to you when it gets there. Everything happens for a reason. And New Day win.
Listen, you gotta give New Day credit. They fooled American made into thinking they were working together, and then what does Xavier Woods do at the last moment? Stabs him in the back to retain the World Tag Team titles.
Yep, Mizukano winning was supposed to make you all furious, and it seems to have worked. I am getting the exact reaction I wanted. Hey, it's the LS11 Women's Tag Team Champions, the Sky Pirates.
Keep walking. Oh, I will. I'm gonna walk right into the office to get myself a qualifying match for my Simply not hurry here. You're never ever. You gotta pin up, pin up, pin up, pin up.
Why did my phone fucking restart? It does that randomly throughout the day.
Pop 'em up much. Tonight. Get on.
Boy, lips back. You got your eating suit on, Cole? Yes, I do.
Okay, something's just clicked, or has just dawned on me, by the way. And it's just because I just scrolled past him on the website. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Noam Dar came back the Tuesday after WrestleMania and won the Heritage Cup from Lexus King. And then he has fucked off and not been seen ever since, right?
You've never heard of Nizzle, Cole? But turn the hands. The World Heavyweight Champion.
Like, he won the Heritage Cup and then has not been seen since. And that was a month ago. Like, he came back, he won it a month ago, and has not been seen again. I'm pretty sure.
He could do that for about 9 months. How bad for old man, right?
Okay, so yeah, Metaphor broke up the very next week, and he has not been seen since. Got it. That's what I thought. Yeah, Metaphor broke up, half of them got released, and then he just kind of vanished.
I respect it. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's what I do, Cole. We get paid for this, folks. All the other time. He should have honestly talked to my wife about, all right, our normal dance class.
Oh god, Yeet Encore time.
A lot of good eat tonight. 3 massive shows, 1 epic weekend. Coming to Atlanta, Georgia this July. The Great American Bash and Saturday night's main event on Saturday, July 12th, the history-making all-women's spectacle Evolution on Sunday, July 13th. Combo tickets for Saturday night's main event Evolution go on sale Wednesday with special pre-sale tomorrow via Ticketmaster.
Yeah, I'm not. I know there's all these events coming up in Atlanta in a couple months, and I, of course, am near the Atlanta area. I do not think I'm going to be able to justify paying to go to all those shows. I think I will sit here and watch it from the comfort of my house.
Logan Paul and John Cena against Jay and Cody. Great to see the American Nightmare back. After the World Heavyweight Champ, main event Jay Uso. Now, here we go. Hey, busy week for the champ. Everybody after the champ. Logan Paul got yeeted on. John Cena got yeeted on too. And Money in the Bank. It's me and my dog.
Oh, here's Gunther.
The environment has changed. Yeah, let's not forget what awaits Jay Uso Monday after Money in the Bank. That would be 2 weeks from tonight in Phoenix. Because Gunther faces Jay for the world title. This angry man wants his gold back. Not just angry, he's powerful, he's tough. He's been a champion of WWE for 80% of the time that he's been here. What you're seeing right now, without gold around his waist, is very abnormal. Yeah, you were the recipient of a lot of that anger a few weeks back. I think both of us learned a lot more about respecting Gunther. Yeah, I view it as an honor to have had the opportunity to fight. But not sign up for it again. No, certainly. And if I could go back, would not stand up for you in the way that I did. Yeah, right. I would. I know you would, but thanks. I understand. But you did it.
All right. So I will admit, the slightly difficult thing about going back to real life renders for the website is original characters to the LS11 universe, like El Grande o Masacano.
He did it WrestleMania with James Gunn. Well, first of all, it came out here. First of all, it came out here because congratulations are due. This one is a very personal place. Congratulations.
Huh. Huh. My not political thoughts on him? Okay. My not political thoughts on him. Oh, I can't say them on YouTube. They're pretty bad. I didn't like him before he was a politician. Let me put it that way. DM me about it sometime, JT. I'll tell you all in DMs.
You are holding on to this title way longer than I expected.
And that is the most I will say on that.
I can appreciate that you do everything in your power to fulfill your position. I can see that you try your hardest to really want to be that wrong. And you got your hands full, to be honest. There's that long-term plan going around. Some of your friends are in trouble, and when they need you, you are right there, no questions asked.
Non-political thoughts on Undertaker? One of the best to ever do it in WWE. That is my non-political thoughts on Undertaker. Do I agree with Mark Calloway politically? No. Do I respect what The Undertaker has done for the business? Yes.
don't blame you. You don't know better. Because, unlike me, this position, being the world heavyweight champion, doesn't come natural to you. Being a great champion, Jay, doesn't mean you're there for everybody else. It doesn't mean you sort out everybody else. Just guess.
Roman Reigns.
To be a champion for almost a year.
God. Same thing as Undertaker. It's like,
I care about is myself.
politically, we could not be more different. In terms of the Roman Reigns character, I, for lack of better terms, acknowledge the importance of his storyline over the last several years. I have also been pretty well established as having been well over Roman in tribal chief form.
I'm gonna make things right.
I have been over and done with tribal chief Roman for several years at this point. Kenny Omega? I've always been mixed bag on Omega. I like Kenny Omega just fine. I think there's some things about him that are a little overhyped. He has matches that I do really enjoy, like his stuff with Danielson a couple years ago was really good. I enjoyed the match with Takeshita. I think more recent years, I've liked Kenny. I've liked the more methodical is not the right word. I've liked the more psychological style and storytelling style of Omega of the last few years, as opposed to move, 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 move. Well, you guys know I like storytelling in my wrestling.
On your mouth, on my life. You want to judge me? Go ahead. What you fight for? That's what I'm fighting for. Not when we look at you. It's about. Okay? I'm fighting for this. Now look. Now look. It's in Phoenix. Over 2 pounds. Oh, yeah. Hey, fire up, Jay Uso, determined. To retain the World Heavyweight Championship, but Jay is a very long and hard road. To Phoenix 2 weeks from tonight, because back 2 weeks from Saturday, the Money in the Bank James from Punk Road team up against John Cena and Logan Paul, but 2 nights later, Jay Uso has to go into Phoenix here on Monday Night Raw live on Netflix to take on Gummer, the world title on the line. Heavy if they have to raise the crown, there's a reason why the world champion has to work. Carrying this company on their back. Jay Uso is expected to do that, and he's got Gunther waiting after Cena and Logan Paul. Good luck. I want me yeets all over the place. In fact, beside this, what do you want to talk about? I'm talking about Cody Rhodes' new podcast. It was so great. It debuts this coming Wednesday on WWE's YouTube channel. We talk superstar and legends.
Let's see here.
With weekly American vodka. The first episode this coming Wednesday. His first guest, his wife, Brandy. I told people for really base how I felt. I felt
I was super excited about it all. I know we had gone through crazy turmoil. It's like, I mean, I feel like it was like just leading up to it that we were like, this is going to happen. And then I knew that there were nerves and they were going to die. So we had this kind of thing. And I just remember you saying, what if they do? And I just said, they're not. Yeah. It's WrestleMania. I knew that that wasn't going to happen. And I'm so
WWE's What If series.
Stephanie McMahon, and I had no idea. Like, it took that second for like, boom, American Nightmare hits the screen. Just everybody just lost their complete mind.
And again, what do you want to talk about? The podcast hosted by Cody Rhodes, the season premiere is coming Wednesday.
Oh boy, Cody's got a podcast now. Because everyone's got a podcast nowadays. Well, Joe Hendry's in the golden era of wrestling. We're talking like, if golden era we mean like the 80s, 90s rock and wrestling era, he'd have been similar to Honky Tonk Man, I assume, except for actually able to sing.
Kyrie Sane live on Netflix. So again, Liv Morgan's back. She was off doing a movie for a few weeks in Japan, and yes, she still is one half of the women's tag team champions with Raquel Rodriguez. And I don't think Liv, kindly, Roxanne Perez hanging out in the Judgment Day clubhouse. Roxanne's been bringing some chicken nuggets for Dom, a little shoulder rub, and Liv pops back home. I'll let you know all about that. Remember Rhea, Dom, that whole mess. And there's a chance, but welcome back to Liv.
God, I'm having to work my way backwards to the website right now. Just undoing all the in-game renders as quick as I can here. We've got a WCW. Fuck if I know, man. Fuck if I know.
I'm glad to see that Liv hasn't lost any of her. First night back, they brought in with Kyrie Sane. And she accepted the challenge. Just been training and preparing and staying sharp. I wonder if she got that qualifying match. She must talk real stuff. That's properly. Business. Work a little business. Tag team champion, former world champion for good reason. Hey, Liv knows about winning Money in the Bank. Remember, we got the Paul the Knights captain on Ronda Rousey. And she is dot. Yeah, but she completely changed that.
Yeah, I gotta undo all these in-game renders back to the real-life ones. Then I can actually start updating the website for win-losses and stuff and getting championship stuff updated again.
Judgment Day well, that had something to do with it too. But they change it, you know. They say you are who you hang out with. That's what I was telling you. I'll have to say about that.
At least in the A's. So I'm almost done. Season mode versus My Career, My Rise. I don't know, man. I'm tired. That's my answer is, I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm asking Alex when this is over if I'm supposed to be feeding the cats today. Actually, let me send her a DM.
Hey, We wrap up a great night day in the city of Tampa, Florida. This is Monday Night Raw here tonight live on Netflix. A lot of celebrities in the house tonight.
That's right, including a three-time Lord Stanley Cup champion, Patty Maroon, 2 times. He won Lord Stanley Cup with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I mean, the little bits of season mode I played are fun, but I don't know, man. I've just never been my career guy. Titus O'Neil! Yo, Titus O'Neil! The GOAT! The King!
This one's going to be great as well. Irie Sane, Liv Morgan.
A wild Titus O'Neil sighting on Raw. Hell yeah.
And Liv Morgan returning to WWE after weeks in Japan filming a movie. She is back and ready to go. Still one half the tag team champs with Raquel Rodriguez, who was at ringside. First time ever, Pat, these two superstars have got one-on-one. Great fun here. Chance kind of challenge Liv. Had a fierce pace official. First night back, now we got a match.
What a guy, Titus O'Neil.
Disarray within the Judgment Day clubhouse.
Yours would be its own game? No, probably not.
We also learned that Raquel was pet. Live everything that's going on. Oh, what's that?
Some would say just a good friend, some would say split.
Alright, 2 left. Just Tozawa and AJ, and then I'm done.
Jessica Carsfeld. Yeah, but sure Jessica.
Then I can actually get back to updating win-losses and stuff.
Wow, that guy's a piece of work. Liv, Sam.
Never done season mode in any game, though. I have played my Rise My Crew. Yeah, I played 2007 season mode a few times. I liked that. That was fun.
Apron by Liv. And of course, number 2-time world champ, record-setting 4-time tag team champion.
Oh, here. Before I start updating the website, because I need a break, let me show you guys what I got. Alright. So, this is my amazement badge. This is what I had to wear all week. And here's the ribbons. You get ribbons for various stuff, like buying stuff and stuff. I got this one from a guy that took my picture. He also gave me this Arnold one, because I did an Arnold voice for him. This one said, the dice are cast, it's all or nothing. Was for beating the person that had this ribbon in a dice roll. Come to Daddy was for showing someone a picture of my cat and proving I was a cat dad. Man, I Love Coin Flips was for getting heads on the first try on a coin flip with a dealer. Draco Cuties or whatever was for showing that I was following this creator already. The damn I bought, and same with the I love Latinas. So I bought those from a vendor because I love Shadow. And so now I can actually put this on my wall because I actually just wanted to mount my amazement badge on my wall. So let me get that hung up real quick. Sell it? No, I like it. No, man. Alex got me some of this stuff as well. Like, Alex got me the Shadow ones because I didn't have... Hold on. Switch which arm I'm using here so you guys can actually make... Oh, no, I was going to say so you can see me a little better, but you really can't. Okay. There you go. You guys also got to hear me saying the words "come to daddy" of all things today. Okay, so, you guys have already kind of seen it here. Hemlock got me a print of Beto, my favorite Genshin character. I've had Sonic holding it back here. I got this Shadow the Hedgehog lens cleaner wipe. It's got Shadow all over it. It's going to be a lot of Sonic stuff here. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Alex got me this. It's a little charm that, you know, you can put it in front of the camera, and then it's like I'm hanging out with a bunch of Bidoofs, which, as you all know, is one of my favorite Pokemon. So Alex got me this one. I I got this little charm of my favorite Animal Crossing character, Biscuit. It was the first thing I bought. Alex got me, as she calls it, the Autism Chow, which is a chow from Sonic drawn in the yippee style. If you guys have seen the Sonic I have on the wall over here, I got a Tails to go with it now from the same artist, Draco Cuties. I got this button of Aaron from the Game Grumps because I got Hemlock one of Dan because we watch a lot of Game Grumps together. Hemlock got me this Big the Cat charm. Alex got me this double-sided Montgomery Gator charm that on one side is Monty and on the other is Shattered Monty from Security Breach, FNAF. Alex got me this one. It's a double-sided charm of the player character from Legends Arceus. On one side, it's the starters. On the other, it's her team if you pick the male character. Let's see. I'll show these real quick. I got a couple phone charms now. I got one that is just Sonic going to town on a chili dog, and the other is Bon Bon's Cutie Mark from My Little Pony. We got that out of the little gotcha machine. This is actually for my sister Gwen. It's of her favorite Fire Emblem character, Camilla, from Fire Emblem Fates. And then Alex got me this one. It's a little Sonic charm, Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails together. I think it's really cute. And then I'm going to show... There's a handful of things I'm going to show all together. Because I'll explain why in a minute. So I then got some stickers. I got this sticker of Sonic and Garfield. I got this sticker of Sonic sitting on a toilet saying, "Gotta go fast." He is fighting for his life, which was me yesterday when the con food finally caught up to me. I got this sticker from an artist. It's a Pokemon sticker. It is the kind of the skyline from Ruby and Sapphire, which is 3rd generation, and one half of it is Ruby, one half of it is Sapphire. I bought this one for myself. It's Clodsire, one of my favorite Pokemon. This one of Funtime Foxy from FNAF saying, "It's showtime!" And then this is my favorite of the stickers. "Can you lock the fuck in?" And then they did a stamp rally. So what a stamp rally is it's a card, like a little postcard. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I show that, Hemlock got me this little art book called Dance in Fire, a Sonic the Hedgehog fanzine, which is an art book, like little art comic book full of stuff of Team Dark from Sonic. So, like... Just to show you guys a couple pages if I can here. So for example, show you my favorite page. Get Weezered. So Hemlock got me that. Alex got me this Sonic lanyard, which was part of the stamp rally, actually, and I'll explain that in a minute here. And also, Hemlock got me this shadow sticker that is in my phone now, as well. But then the big things I'll show in a second here. So I did a Sonic stamp rally. So what a stamp rally is, it's a thing at a con where a bunch of booths, like a bunch of artists, all come together. And they make these little postcards, and they each have their own unique stamp. You go buy something of any price from all the vendors, and you take it to the person running the stamp rally, and you get a little prize pack from it. And there was a Sonic one, and there were 7 vendors. Each one of them had a Chaos Emerald stamp in a different color. And you collected all 7, and you got the Master Emerald. I'll have to see if I have the Stamp Rally card. I hope Alex saved it. I really do. I'll be kind of sad if she didn't. But for completing the Sonic Stamp Rally, I got one thing from each of the artists. So one artist, it was this little shiny sticker of Cream, Cheese, and Blaze at the beach, which is really cute. I got this really cool one. It's like a hollow sticker of Espio. I got this cute one of Silver, all dripped out. I got a sticker version of the Chili Dog Sonic I have on my phone. I've got Shadow about to crush a Monster Energy just going, kill. I got this sick Metal Sonic charm And last but most certainly not least, I got a button of Rouge the Bat. So that was my stamp rally prize, was those 7 things. But then I actually got 2 prints as well, like 2 posters that are going to go up in the background back there soon. So let me open these up. So for those that know about the Snapcube fan dubs, the artist that did the thumbnail from those was there. Oh, actually, hold on. And then I also got this sticker of Shadow in a Hawaiian shirt. But yeah, the artist who did those thumbnails, I guess, was there. And I got a print version of the Shadow the Hedgehog thumbnail. Like they did the art for the cover of I Am All of Me. And then this is the really cool one for me, at least. I am really excited about this poster. This thing is sick. This Super Neo Metal Sonic print where it's Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy fighting Super Neo Metal with all the emeralds. I think that's really fucking cool. Like that'll be getting framed and put up as soon as I can. Thoughts on Princess Elise from Sonic 06? Shut up, Meg, because she was voiced by Lacey Chabert, who was Meg in the first season of Family Guy. So, shut up, Meg, is how I feel anytime Elise talks. Sing a dead hedgehog back to life is a choice. It certainly is. Back in here to keep it safe. Oh. Roxanne with the assist. Yeah, and then, yeah, so that's my con haul. Alex got a lot of stuff, too. Oh, so I suppose now I'll actually do website updates. Wait! Kyrie with the win! Oh shit, Kyrie with the win.
Again, I don't know why Raquel was all mad. Roxanne actually tried to help Liv. Roxanne is saying, I tried to help you. Raquel saying, we don't need any help. And Liv's pinned by Kyrie saying, here it is once again. The person was arguing with Raquel. San Perez sends Kyrie across the ring. And here's this argument now. You see Liv distracted. As she goes for oblivion, Kyrie turns it around into a victory. Raquel and Roxanne have some explaining to do.
Somehow it's gonna be Dom's fault. Yeah.
Who's helping who?
Mommy's always on top. It wasn't just a saying to me, but it was a way of life. But lately, that just hasn't been a reality, has it? But at Money in the Bank, that all changes. It's for the first time in my career, I'm in a ladder match, which means no one is ready for the amount of brutality that's going to unleash. I would absolutely anything to climb that ladder, retrieve that briefcase, and get myself to the top of the women's division. So, Ego Sky, Tiffany Stratton, I advise you to hold your title for
I really hope they don't put the briefcase on Rhea.
Four spots are filled to remain. Becky Lynch won't be in Money in the Bank because of that woman. The Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria because Becky an opportunity to qualify. Live next. I need to take get them in the best shape of their life in case they get another opportunity. Go! Go!
Yeah, Rhea doesn't need to win the briefcase.
Poking your nose in my business, costing me my spot and money in the bank, huh? Look, the world's glad I get my revenge. It's Chad Gable versus Fatingo. But the looks of it, it's easy as taking candy from an evil. What is it? Guarda la país. Este Julio lo sabe. Walk fly, face to face. Yeah, walk away. Go look for another opportunity you didn't earn. What about me? What about Gable?
Oh! AJ Styles knocking him the fuck out.
In the world, we are live.
Oh, hi, Vic Joseph.
It started with Saturday night's main event. Tonight with Monday Night Raw. But history made last night right here at Battleground. NXT superstar Trick Williams is the new TNA World Champion. That's right. An NXT WWE superstar is the TNA World Champion. I'm here to tell you tomorrow night on NXT, Trick Williams will be live as the TNA World Champion.
All right.
Right now, let's get back to Monday Night Raw.
Trick on NXT with the TNA title tomorrow. But I can't say I'm shocked.
Tiffany Stratton will compete in Fanatics Games at Fanatics Fest NYC June 20 to the 22nd. For the first time ever, the world's biggest athletes left and 50 lucky fans to take part in Fanatics Games. The Athlon style involves 8 fast-paced, referee-level challenges, each testing against their skill. At stake, $2 million in prizes, including a glory and bragging rights that last forever. Emanating from the James Javits Center. Don't miss the chance to see your favorite WWE superstars. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, Becky Lynch, and Tiffany Stratton. Competing alongside a stacked lineup of athletes and celebrities, including Tom Brady, Alex Rodriguez, James Daniels, Gronk, Kevin Durant, and more. Visit fanaticsfest.com to get your tickets today. That sounds fun.
But if Roxanne having that, you would have won. Erica, I can't believe I have to say this, but you were the veteran out there. You should have known better.
Wow, somehow it's Raquel's fault.
Just Frosty was running audio back there. Nonetheless, Monday Night Raw is live on Netflix and presented by Snickers. You see Finn and Roxanne snickering back there. They was having a good time. Dominic might need a Snicker soon. Clear things up. Same with Raquel.
Okay, as I'm going through here, I think I'm starting to realize, I think I did. Yeah, I did do win-losses for Raw last week. Okay. A proper brawl was the last thing I didn't do. So 4D gaslighting and blaming on Raquel. A little bit. Izzy, Dame, and Naomi.
Get her revenge back. And it would happen last week on Monday Night Raw. Monday Night qualifying match.
Wow, last week was Naomi's 50th win in Universe mode. Good for her. Also, if you guys didn't see Raw today, I did announce. I did make the announcement of. I made the announcement that a one-night tournament is going to be taking place soon to determine the first ever LS11 Universe DPW champion. That is 100% true. Deadlock Pro is coming to the LS11 Indies. I listened to the Lyra interview with Chris Van Vliet on, I want to say Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I really like Lyra.
Did what Becky does best. She groveled and she begged and she twisted the arms the right people in the back and she once again talked herself into a rematch of Money in the Bank. So why would I accept, right? I have nothing left to prove. I've beaten her twice.
Yep, and I'll announce the lineup for the tournament soon. I said on Raw that it probably won't be this week, and it probably won't be because I probably won't have time because I've got to pedal to the metal and deliver all week to be able to pay as much as I can of everything without having to borrow too much from anyone or shill for donations too much, but like, you know, donation links and all down below. As it is the end of the month. But yeah, no, long story short, I'm just probably not going to have time to. Maybe in the privacy of our own minds, JT, without bringing it up. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, my point being, I gotta go pedal to the metal and delivery for the next few days. So I'm gonna be busy and exhausted. I'm barely gonna have time to get Dynamite done. I don't even have Dynamite written. Like, Dynamite, I hate to say it, is not gonna be early. It's not gonna be the normal 24 hours early access that it would be. Like, it's not gonna be its normal 24-hour early access I like for it to be. Because I don't have it written yet. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go into bed as soon as this is done. And then I gotta go out and deliver tomorrow.
Sounds like we're going to hear some thoughts on that. Living legend.
I made this personal. I made this personal. You cost me. You cost me my opportunity. I was done with you. I was on to bigger and better things. Okay. You won the match. You won the match. I won the night. Because I went home with my hot husband and you went off to the hospital with your weird little fiance.
Oh, your hot husband. You mean the only talented thing about you?
Oh, shit!
See, here you go. Making it personal.
Damn, Lyra.
You are making it personal again. You could have just let all of this go. You could have just let it go, but you couldn't. You know what? Because you know I am the best thing that has ever happened to you. And I am the best thing that has ever happened to that title.
Becky, that is not the flex you think it is. You're acting like you graciously stepped aside and shared your spotlight and brought me into the conversation. People are talking about me because I beat
You say I steal all of these opportunities, right? Okay, well, how about this? If you're so confident, you're so confident. How about this? How about a money in the bank? If you can beat me, I will never challenge you ever again.
Fine, Becky. That's no problem to me. The way I see it, I beat you twice, and the last time I did it with my eyes closed.
You did not let me finish. Because, you know, there's something that I keep remembering, right? When you took the title from me at NXT, very quick roll up, it wasn't really a decisive win. When you took the title from me, the good person that I am, what did I do after that? Do you remember? I graciously raised your hand. So, when I win at Money in the Bank, when I win fair and square, you have to look up and raise my hand.
Very eventful night at Saturday night's main event, by the way. Had a couple of title changes.
Never been you yet.
Confidence exploding. The Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria. Had a win by Lyra a week from Saturday at Money in the Bank. We could perhaps
Bailey winning the Intercontinental title. Had Sky Pirates winning the tag titles. Big night in the SmackDown Women's Division. Big plans for Pride Month. I'm gonna kiss some guys, you know? Kidding. I'm kidding. If you do that, that's... Oh, hi, Cross. Oh, New Day is walking out with Grayson Waller. But no, I personally... I just want to be a good ally for Pride Month. That's my only plans. Now we're gonna Vikingo video package.
3 o'clock Eastern, 12 Pacific. Vikingo and Chad Gable go one-on-one. You can see it on the WWE's YouTube channel. Also, at Worlds Collide, Agata, Del Fantasma will take on this group. Psycho Clown, Pagano, and LJ Dr. Wagner Jr. Six-man tag team action at Worlds.
I don't know why El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. is a brilliantly hilarious name to me. There's a boy kisser confirmed. I just wanted to make you laugh with that one, honestly.
This one is going to be great, I believe. I think it may steal the show. The Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria saw how personal this has become just a few moments ago as she takes on the man, Becky Lynch. Pat, your career will be changed if you can win Money in the Bank. That's right. You grab that briefcase. You change the trajectory of your life, your family's life, and the WWE as a whole. Julia, Roxanne, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley have already punched their ticket to the women's ladder match at Money in the Bank. 2 spots remain for the women. 3 spots remain for the men. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Penta have already qualified. It's all about getting to LA and Money in the Bank a week from Saturday. Who will join this field? We find out right now.
All right, main event time on Raw. So it's either Seth, Sammy, or Finn, right? I would pop so huge if Cross ends up costing Sammy, which I think is a possibility. And then Phil ends up costing Seth. I think it's probably a Seth win, and they're going to build up the danger of what if Seth wins, and Finn is just going to, like, it'll just be Finn equals pin again tonight. But my God, will I just pop so huge for a Finn win tonight.
Qualified yet again. He's got to take out Sami Zayn and Finn Balor to do so, and it's live. Triple threat action on Netflix. Joined by Ron Breaker and Bronson Reed to kick off the night tonight. Seth called it his vision, his way forward to secure the future of the industry, which is about power, control, and domination. Total power is what Seth freaking Rollins is looking for. If you have that briefcase in your hand, everybody is wondering what you want to do. This is exactly where Seth and Paul runs it. Coalition first started to take shape back in WrestleMania in April, the night that Paul Heyman not only double-crossed and screwed over his best friend CM Punk, but also the man that he spent many years with, Roman Reigns. Only to join forces with Seth Rollins. And it was no mistake that earlier tonight, Paul Heyman asked this audience to acknowledge Seth Rollins.
I think we don't see Roman until Money in the Bank, where he'll end up like pushing the ladder over with Seth on it or something.
Acknowledge Seth freaking Rollins for what he is. They feel like they're unflappable. For good reason. I mentioned it last week and said it again tonight, Pat, because I firmly believe that in such a short period of time since WrestleMania, Seth Rollins has changed the entire landscape of this industry. The thing about Seth.
Alright, let's see what came next. We had Dragon Lee and Gable. We picked up the dub. I was in and out for Saturday night's main event. Like, I was in and out. I saw bits and pieces of it. I saw it had started. I got back up to my hotel room right as it started premiering. So I saw bits of it. I pretty much came in the middle of the women's tag title match, actually. But you know.
Money in the Bank tonight. Thought he got his kicks up trying to cause a big division within the Judgment Day earlier on. Trying to keep it alive back to the clubhouse. Now he's all business.
But yeah, I think from what I saw of it, Saturday night's main event was a fun show. Of course, we got now the confirmation of the WrestleMania main event.
An opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank. Finn Balor looking to qualify tonight for his third Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Seth Rollins looking to qualify for this match for a fourth time in his career.
Yeah, it was also Rhea's first loss of the season on Saturday. Granted, she didn't take the pin, so she has still been unpinned for a year. But that is her first loss on her record this season. 26-1 now.
80% of the time, then cash in the contract. And World Championship.
Finn Balor will be the leader. And who knows what type of chaos.
If you get credit class, and we want to let you know WWE just added more superstars. An already stacked Fanatics Fest lineup. Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Sami Zayn. One unforgettable weekend. Don't miss your chance to meet them live on the opening event for Sportsman Construction Station at the Javits Center. June 20th to the 22nd. Photo and autograph tickets for these superstars go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern only at FanaticsFest.com.
I don't even want to know how much they're charging for Fanatics Fest. I'm sure it's outrageous. Like, I am sure it's just fucking outrageous.
Got three bets in here, trying for one spot with Money in the Bank match.
And three men who have no love lost for one another. Any rivalries over the years? Sammy now going after Seth Rollins as Finn Balor wisely sits back and lets these two in person get the best of them. And now Balor from behind with a shot to the kidney of Sami Zayn. Balor first ever Universal Champion back in the day.
It's weird. It's not till now when I'm updating the website that I realize, yeah, Judgment Day really did hold those titles for almost half a year. In fact, they did hold them for half a year. They held them for 6 months to the day. It's the longest run of the women's tag titles. I could be wrong, but I think it was.
Ultimate power to be the world champ. If Paul Heyman is involved, they're looking for power. They're looking for more.
He leeches off everything. Conqueror somehow survives. Once again finds himself at the pinnacle of power here in WWE.
Behind millions of dollars.
Yeah, this is industry. This man Seth Rollins fan was all about into the bank. Your career completely changed everything when he cashed in back in 2015. WrestleMania and a great main event match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I called it the heist of the century at the time. And Rollins changed everything that night. And he hopes to do it again by qualifying tonight and going out a week from Saturday to win the contract.
I remember Seth making down that ramp. Nothing's on the line. Hopefully this man can have that moment again.
And then cash in Money in the Bank at the Rams stage WrestleMania. Look at Finn Balor now. Trying to take out Paul Bad. Cover by Balor. On Rollins, who's got a kick out. And with the cover on Sammy, who kicks out. Balor is taken over.
We're getting burning questions as we're in like the final 20 minutes of Raw here. And I try and not fall asleep at the wheel. I had to drive for 6 hours today, as a reminder to everybody, for why I'm maybe a little bit tired. A little bit easier to be irritable. I was on the road a lot today. Most of the day, in fact.
Championship now. Finn Balor hammering away on Rollins.
That's key to the city. It's key to the business.
Also, kind of a little funny story here. So Ray sent me a text on Friday while he was recording Saturday Night's Main Event, and he said, "You're gonna hate me." And I said, "Why?" He said, "You know how the last two matches you had to commentate with me between Motor City and Imperium went like 25 plus minutes?" I said, "Yes, I remember vividly having to commentate all of that." He said, "Yeah, their final match goes like 12." And I just went, "Fuck you." I was just like, "Fuck you." I was laughing, but I was just like, "You gotta be kidding me."
I saw him settle up with Solo. Back and thought to those cross faces by Rollins and out. Shot from the kick, you can say. Rollins is kind of weak. The back to the left crowd is doing the same as him. Luckiest man at the moment. Again, Rollins will be explaining it earlier tonight. World title meetings. Change the landscape of the industry, give all the power.
Also, shout out to the guy that claimed Austin Theory buried the whole division today. Because I was then able to school them on, yeah, no, a burial would be like if everyone walked in, took one BFT, or not BFT. A burial would be like their music hits, they walk out, A-Town down, 1, 2, 3, the second they slide in the ring. What happened was Austin Theory fucking pulled out an underdog performance. And survived. But I'm sure that person also thinks maybe Kofi Kingston buried the division in 2019. So. Some people just don't get it, dog. So. Like, I hate to put it that way, but it's as simple as that. Some people just don't. There's a reason some people just watch and aren't the bookers. Definitely a history-making gauntlet performance tonight from Austin Theory. 9 wins in a row. Most in LS11 history. We push David Tonga. No, we cannot. And I don't want to have to explain why. I just don't want to. And that I don't want to, and that's a good enough answer because I booked the show. Also, shoutouts to me for getting to cut the and Q JD McDonough line from Raw, because that shit made me cackle when I realized I'd forgotten to cut it. Normally I'd be kind of angry when that happens, but I was just like, and Q JD McDonough, and then JD McDonough shows up, so I'm like, and Q JD McDonough. Oh my god, it's JD McDonough!
Sami Zayn takes out Finn and Seth freaking Rollins. Sami rolling Rollins into the ring. To build momentum. Thunder bomb. Rollins goes Sami well, able to counter. Turns it into a Falcon Arrow. Cover now by Rollins.
Okay, shut up with this call-out post here, JT. I can be bought. That's what this proves. All it proves, JT, is that I can be bought. With enough money, I will do most things on the channel.
He says he sees the future of the industry. It's hard to argue. Did what he did with the likes of Brock Lesnar over the years, CM Punk. And it's stunning what he did with Steve. And how about the entire industry going extreme? Yeah. And how about Ooh, he did with Reigns. Or Tribal Chief. You're talking about billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars with this man in tow. Him teaming up with the Fishman. The Revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. And there's Balor now. Seems too good to be true. Perfect referees. First man to get pinfall submission match. No count. No disqualification. That distraction allows Rollins to head up to the top rope and hook Sami Zayn. Sami's still fighting though. Zayn's been there, done that, seen that before. Underdog of the underground. Sami Zayn.
Shit.
Look at Sami. Sunset flip powerbomb for the win. And Balor saves the matchup.
Sometimes when I do updates way too late at night, or like when I'm this tired, I accidentally just mark someone with a loss instead of a win or vice versa, and then realize that a second too late to just Control Z. So I have to go back in and fix it instead of just being able to hit undo. Buddy inches ever closer to Buddy Murphy inching ever closer to 100 wins. He's only 3 away now.
Sami back into the bank, runs into a big right by Rollins. Seth now looking for a pedigree on Zayn.
Shit, what happened? Dude, I was talking to donate $10.
Push please. Shouts out to JT for the love.
Thank you, David Otunga. Thanks, JT. We'll see. We'll see. I might need a little more convincing, if you know what I mean.
Just where I want you.
Thank you, JT.
Top rope. Balor, top rope. Look at this now. Superplex. From out of nowhere. By Rollins.
That got a good little chuckle out of me, so I appreciate it. And that does help me that does help me. That $10 will help me more than you know. So
Seth Rollins here. All three men are down. Referee Sean Bennett checking on them in this triple threat match with so much at stake. An opportunity to be one of the 6 men who compete in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match on Saturday.
got a good laugh out of me on that one.
Yes, he does. Sami trying to fight out of the corner. Seth not happy. He's able to send for Sami. Keeps coming back. Yes, he does. First seeking his first world title at this level. It's great. Sami's taking time to the top of the stand. Seth Rollins, though, he knows what the Money in the Bank briefcase means. Balor. Get up there, right? Balor. Back into the ring. Rollins catches him with a kick. Sami Zayn now top rope. Runs into a kick by Seth. Here's the cover for Rollins to advance to LA. And a kick out by Sami at 2. And Sami just went to the Seth freaking Rollins restaurant. 2 boots, please. It's a no-go situation.
Oh shit. Thank you, David Otunga, alt account.
Motherfucker, I'm a lawyer and I dated Jennifer Hudson and slept with She-Hulk. You think I don't got more convincing money?
Let's see it, David Otunga. No balls. Let's see it. Pay my car insurance, David Otunga. Let's see it. JT's like the one person I can do this with because he's the one person that knows when I'm he's the one person willing to take a bit as far as I am. Oh god, I needed this bit tonight. I needed JT to find a random ass bit to cling to tonight, and this one's pretty damn good. Oh, that's a pretty damn good one. Man, on a related note to that, when fucking David Otunga showed up in She-Hulk, I even had a moment of David Otunga when I saw him. Oh man. Thank you, JC. That was very funny. That got a solid laugh out of me, and for that I am grateful.
Sammy survived. And here's the cover now. Rollins able to break things up. And again, the triple threat rule. Every man for himself. All three men trying to find it. Trying to find a different gear, a deeper gear. Rollins back to his feet. Balor as well. Now looking for a pedigree on Finn Balor. Waistlock. Roll through.
Oh man.
Sami Zayn. Into the zone. Shoulders down. Another near fall. Seth gets a kick on Sammy. Pedigree to Zayn. Seth with another opportunity.
Move for move here.
And the expression of Paul Heyman. That's it all. The matchup here in our main event. Man, if he came out to the right saying that he's going to be a world champ, he's going to have all the power in the industry. Imagine if he loses tonight. That'll be pretty quick. Yeah, the momentum of the
Yeah, Cole saying that, the very sarcastic. Imagine if he loses tonight. Yes, that's winning this.
slow down to a screeching halt. This is it. Rollins with the first stop. Sami Zayn away. Rollins, nobody home. Sami Zayn turns it around into a blue thunder bomb. Rollins able to counter. Went for a stop again. Now the blue thunder bomb. Now the cover. To advance. Rollins in two. Just two. Rollins able to wiggle out. Sammy got to be wondering, what do I have to do? Rollins shot. Sammy turned it around there. Sammy understanding what's at stake. An opportunity to change everything in his career. Lincoln Rollins. Sami Zayn. Top check.
Jesus, dude.
You really got a death wish, kid? How about put that goddamn grand title on the line? I got enough convincing money to buy and sell your soul. And while you're at it, do that ARW versus LSWF1 off, ya bum.
I need to. I'm sorry I haven't. Oh, man. Xander versus David Otunga for the grand title. I mean, if we're going off telethon rules, I think $100 does justify that match. JT, brother, I love you, man. You just did me more of a favor than you will ever know. Oh, Seth's gonna fall into the. Oh, JT, you did me more of a favor than you will ever know with that. Oh man, thank you, brother. I'll make me and David Otunga for the grand title. Oh, there's Jay. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a spear. Yeah, we can make that happen on the next indie show or something. ARW versus LSWF. I'll also try and find a way. Maybe that'll happen on that show or something. Oh God, no. Not again! And Seth with the win. My Brandon wants to let us in chat. I mean, look, stream ain't over yet. If you want to send any more my way, Papa's got to pay his car insurance. And I'm joking. I am not... Dude. Like... Oh, here comes Phil. Could see Phil ending up in a qualifying match. Yeah, JT, you're too kind, brother. Too kind. That did alleviate a lot of my stress of this week. Because that means I'm not going to be bringing it as down to the fucking wire with my bills.
Thank you to all the members of the armed services. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, Raw.
I'll make sure there's no like post credits for Raw here. Really fun episode of Raw. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna finish updating the website and then I'm gonna wrap up for the night. I gotta get. Oh God! Speaking of JT bits, guys, I gotta put Jon Moxley on the WWE roster now. Oh my God! I can't avoid it anymore. I'm putting Jon Moxley on the WWE roster. Punk, GTS, Rollins to end the show, and that's about all you missed, honestly. Because you left right after. Did something happen? I mean, you were here for me saying I'll do me and David Otunga for the grand title, and I was just saying thank you. I was also just saying thank you. You're too kind with your donations because your donations literally tonight have made it where I'm not anywhere near as panicking about money this week with bills as I was. So I do greatly appreciate it. And then I made the joke of like, if you want to send me any more, but I was, I made the joke. I was like, if you want to set it anymore, and I was like, no, by no means am I going to ever push that joke, because the last thing I need is for it to seem like I'm demanding money from my viewers. Like, the last thing I want is to be like, was it fucking, am I actually gonna face it? Yeah, I'll actually face him. Yep. I'll actually do it. David Otunga donated and said, put my money where my mouth is for that grand title, and I said, bet. Oh yeah, Pierre, you missed it. David Otunga donated $135 and told me to quit being a bitch and put the grand title on the line against him. And so I was like, all right, bet. And he also told me to do the LSWF versus ARW show that I promised months ago, and I said, fine, I'll get around to it. All that's left for me to update on the website is the stuff from AEW last week. $135 to say that, yeah. And to remind me that he has banged both Jennifer Hudson and She-Hulk. Which is a weird flex. But also She-Hulk, I get it, so... But yeah, JT, all seriousness, gimmicks aside, thank you for the donations, man. You are genuinely a saint when it comes to that kind of stuff. I am forever grateful that I got you as a friend. So looking forward to potentially setting up for that secret project we talked about over the weekend. You know the one. So Jamie Hayter beat Taya Valkyrie. Edge and Christian beat the Bucks. The Buckaroos got beat. Yeah, the last thing I want to be is like the streamer. Like, there's that clip. It went viral a couple years ago. I can't remember what her name was. Was it fucking... It wasn't Pokimane, was it? Who was it where, like, she just screamed, like, you can spend all this time watching me, but you can't afford to send me $5? It was like, bitch. Another failed men's cash in. Right. If we get another failed men's cash in, what the fuck? But yeah, no, to get back on my train of thought there, it's like, bitch, you are making more than enough money from ad rev. You know she gets sponsored. Like, you know she's getting sponsors out the ass. It's like to yell at someone who goes to you for escape from the real world, escape from... You don't know what their life is like outside of your chat, right? Like, you don't know. You don't know what they're going through. And to sit there and just scream at them like, you can't afford to give me money. It's like, you don't know. You never know what someone's going through. That's the big reason why I never, like, super shill, right? Like, that's why when I shill, I'm mainly doing it as a joke. And then it's always immediately followed with, like, I'm by no means am I actually asking for your money. Right? Valkyrie, was that her name? Was that, like, no joke, was that her name? I don't know. I just remember that clip is like, it's like it's several years old at this point. Like, I had just started streaming when I saw that clip. But yeah, you know what clip I'm talking about. Like, I never want to be perceived as that kind of streamer, you know? Like, I'm very fortunate to have the fan base I do, and I'm very fortunate to have a fan base that literally a few months ago gave me over half a grand. Like, you guys gave me like fucking $700 almost last year on one stream. It was insanity. So I will never sit here going like, "Oh, you guys aren't my real fans if you don't give me money." It's like, look, yeah, I'm going through shit. But so are other people, you know? Like, I don't know what everyone's going through, and in the kindest way possible, I don't need to know what everyone in my chat is going through. I don't need to know what my fan base is going through. I've got 5,000 subscribers. I don't know what everyone's going through. I don't need to know what everyone's going through. In a lot of cases, I don't want to because I got my own shit to deal with, you know? But, I provide this escapism because I enjoy it and because other people enjoy it. And people seem to enjoy watching my nonsense. So I give people a way for escapism. If they want to donate, they can. It's appreciated, and I will show the utmost gratitude for it of all times. I will never sit here and act like any kind of donation isn't enough. I will show you as much not generosity. I will show you as much great gratitude for I will show you as much gratitude for a $1 donation as I will for a $1,000 donation. Like, and I don't mean that as like I'm going to treat them both like they're the same amount of money. I mean, as I'm going to treat it both as like you didn't have to do that for me. You don't owe me anything, you know? That's the way I look at streaming. Like, I do this, I get a little bit of ad rev out of this, which is nice. It does make it a little easier to do. Like, it does make it a little easier to do this, I will say, having the ad rev. And the donations are always appreciated, but like, you guys know my story. I've talked about it enough. I got fired a few weeks ago. I got fired a month ago. But I start a new job soon. Like, I'm a licensed insurance agent now. My license came in this week. So I'm going to get to start a new job soon. I just essentially have to wait for them to get me set up. But yeah, my point being, just I'm running out of talking points. I got the website done. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna wrap up. Unless anyone's got any like super last minute things to say or do. Like, double check out everything here. Oh shit, I didn't update Dom's render. Hold on. That's the one thing I forgot. Let me correct myself. Alright, what's up? What you gotta correct yourself on, JT? I'll stay live to find out, because now, I don't wanna. No, JT, I'm not about to do Okay. I mean, look, like I said, I can be bought. That's the moral of the story. Okay? The moral of the story is I can be bought. I have a price. Say what you will. I'm being diced. I'm getting diced out here, chat. Save me. Chat, I'm being... JT's dicing me out here. I'm getting diced. I don't like it. He is calling me out in fucking 8K. He's calling me out in 8K, and he is not even remotely wrong either. I will do stupid booking I will do silly booking things within reason for money. It's pretty well known in that regard that I'll do that, though. Like, we did Danhausen and Rockstar Spud against Jericho in the space of 24 hours because of donations. So, look, I mean, it's a pretty well-known fact that I will book an LS11 grand title match for $100. Like, I won't, I won't change, you know, I won't guarantee a result, but I won't guarantee that your guy is going to win it. But that being said, I will book the matches typically within reason, right? Like, I'm not going to book a dead person. Or worse, I'm not going to book, like, you're not going to see me book, like, Matt Riddle for 100. I draw the line somewhere. I have morals. Yeah, there are people who try and do this in my DMs and comments. You're absolutely right. I've sent you screenshots before. Like, there are people who come to me and they're like, Xander, book this, please. Xander, book this. Book this for me, Xander. You should do this. Like, there was one guy a couple years ago when, not even a couple years ago, like a year ago, when we did Worlds Collide, TNA versus NXT. It was like, do WWE and Stardom as a one-night only show. Don't disappoint me. I want literally just for existing. Well, there's a handful of reasons why you get what you want more than other people do, right? One, you're super nice to me. You and I actually get along you and I are actually friends behind the scenes. You actually know me, is the thing. Like, that's the whole thing with parasocial relationships between YouTubers and their fans. Parasocial relationships mean, like, you guys know as much about me online as I make present. There's so much about me you guys never know about and never will know about. Right? Whereas, like, there's stuff about me JT knows about because JT and I talk behind the scenes. Like, same with Pierre. Pierre's in that same boat. Like, Pierre's one of those guys I talk to outside of YouTube. Pierre and I were texting yesterday. And, like, I know some people are like, well, how do you become one of Xander's offline friends? I'm like, or off-screen friends. Like, well, not exactly like something I go out of my way to create. It's more there's some people that I will talk to behind the scenes that I just kind of naturally click with. And that's how people become my friends behind the scenes. Is like, I don't remember exactly how. I think, and with JT and Pierre and Tatum as well. Tatum's another one that I'm friends with behind the scenes. He's just not in chat right now. Like, like in the case of like JT and Tatum and Pierre, like we're all very similar aged. Like from what I remember, Tatum just turned 20 today, so happy birthday, Tatum, by the way. I'll send him a happy birthday message here in a minute. I haven't had a chance to yet because I've been on the road all day. But like JT's like what, 2 years? JT's 2 years younger than me, Pierre's a year younger than me, and Tatum's 5 years younger than me. Something like that. Like, you guys are all within my brother's range of me, so that's a big part of why we get along so well. Or my younger brother and my older sister, I mean. Hold on. I'm almost done. I just gotta get Dom's render done. Could have a conference with Xanders just to roast haters. That did help, actually. That probably helped your case a good bit. It was like, you just... Yeah. Yeah, that probably helped your case a decent bit, I'll admit. Alright. Putting the last render together now. Getting Dom put on the website. If anyone's got any parting questions, and this one's a joke, for legal reasons, this is a joke when I say this. Anyone's got any absurd donations they want to send in, now's your last chance before I log off for the night. Getting Dom's render put together, then I gotta go feed my cats, I'm gonna go to bed. I think one of our first interactions was literally me roasting her. Yeah, it was. It was. You jumped in. We hadn't even really started talking yet. You jumped to my defense before that on the day of WrestleMania. Yeah. Yeah, you jumped to my defense in that chat after I screamed there's no fucking pleasing you, is there, at him. I remember that. All right. And... all right, website's updated. I'll show you guys real quick, and then I'm wrapping it up. So, we're back to all real-life renders on the website now. Got the Sky Pirates added. Yeah, we're back to normal here. There's a few in AEW that aren't fixed yet. I'm probably just never going to fix these. It's only a couple more weeks. They'll get fixed when WCW starts. Haven't fixed these yet. We'll get to it when we get to it, though. Active free agents isn't done yet. I haven't updated any of the... yeah, no, I haven't updated any of the renders of the Legends section yet, which is good. LAW, I gotta condense this into TNA at some point. One day soon, we'll sit here on stream and fix this, because so many of these groups are gone now. Like, Beautiful Blondes are gone. All of the LAW stuff is gone. New Japan's been gone for a while. Death Riders, I mean, we don't really know the Mox situation there, I suppose, but like, First Class is on Raw now, for example. The Forsaken's called the Bloodline now. Gallus is gone, so on and so forth. I just gotta sit down and actually do this one day. There's still a lot of teams that have the old Raw logo still. And the only other thing I haven't fixed yet is the history. Like, it still says Chelsea here. It probably still says... no, I fixed that. I need to fix the renders on those, though. Like, the women's IC still says Roxanne on the history section. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But I'll get to those when I get to those. I don't even know if I've done these yet. I have, actually, shockingly. And I still gotta add the GCW title and stuff. But there you go. All right, website updated. I am going to head out now. So that is it. Nothing else. Nothing left to say. Other than, once again, thank you, JT, again, for the donations. Very kind of you. It is appreciated. And, yeah, I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, now that I don't have to delivery drive as hard, which is appreciated. I'm going to still delivery drive. I'm still aiming for my 100 plus a day with delivery driving so that I can pay more of rent and not have to put some of it on Alex, but let me get that 135 heading to my bank account. All right, cool. Get that done and log off there. And cool. All right. Thanks, everybody. Cool. Got the email. That's good to go. Thanks, everyone who tuned in. I will, like I said, do my best to be live tomorrow. And we'll see what happens, essentially. I gotta go take care of my laundry. I gotta go feed the cats. And other than that, I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Night, everybody.